Story 1. The Locker That Kept Opening. Back in ninth grade, I had a locker at the far end of the hallway near the old science rooms. That area was always quiet, and most students didn't use those lockers because the lights there kept flickering and it smelled weird. But mine was assigned there, so I had no choice. After a few weeks, I started noticing something off. Every time I went to my locker after lunch, it was slightly open. Not all the way, just barely unlatched. At first, I thought maybe I forgot to lock it right, but it kept happening, even on days I was 100% sure I shut it tight. One day, I even double-checked and yanked it to make sure it was locked. Then I left for class. When I came back later that afternoon, it was open again. This time, one of my notebooks was on the floor, like it had been pulled out halfway. I asked around, but no one saw anything. No one cared either. The weirdest part? A week later, my lock just vanished. It was completely gone. No sign of it being cut or broken. Just gone, like someone had taken it without touching the locker itself. I switched lockers after that. I still don't know who or what kept opening it, but every time I passed that hallway after, I couldn't stop myself from looking at that old locker, just in case it opened again. Story 2. The Girl in the Yearbook Room. In our school, there's a room at the back of the library where they store old yearbooks, class photos, and random school stuff from past years. Me and a few friends volunteered to help clean it out one time. It was dusty and full of boxes stacked to the ceiling. The light barely worked, but we thought it was fun at first. While I was flipping through an old yearbook from the 90s, I saw this one photo that felt off. It was a class picture, but one of the students looked weird. Like her face was too pale and her eyes didn't match the rest, almost like it was drawn on top of the photo. I laughed it off and kept looking through it. But then I saw that same girl in another photo, a totally different class, different year. Still the same creepy face, same posture, same exact girl. When I showed it to my friends, they said I was imagining things. But later that day, when we were packing up, I turned around and thought I saw someone standing behind one of the shelves. Just standing. No one else saw it, and no one was there when I looked again. I left the room early and didn't come back the next day. They say the room is still used for storage, but now it's always locked. Maybe it's just old photos, or maybe someone's still showing up in them. Story 3. The Fifth Floor Bell. My school only has 4 floors, but during our retreat, we stayed overnight for a program that let us explore parts of the school we never go to, including the roof and maintenance areas. That night, some of us dared each other to go up to the very top of the building, just for fun. We took the stairs up, passing the 4th floor, and found another set of steps going up. At the top was a door marked emergency exit only. But the strange thing was, above the door, there was a faded sign that said 5th floor bell room. We thought it was a joke, but we heard something behind the door, like a small bell ringing slowly. It didn't sound like an alarm, more like those bells you hear at a counter. Ding, pause, ding. We backed away and decided not to open it. But when we got back downstairs, we told one of the teachers. He just stared at us and said, "There's no 5th floor in the building, only 4. That door leads to a locked storage attic, not a room." The next day, we checked again, and the faded sign was gone, just the plain door with no label. To this day, I have no idea what we heard, but I know what I saw. The sign was there, and the bell was real.